In today's video, we're going to make chipping super easy. We're going to set you up with a technique that should guarantee strike every single time. Let's dive into it. So I'm going to run through a few fundamentals that I like to see when chipping. When I'm teaching these out on the chipping green, they get pretty good results. So let's hope they help you today. The first thing that I see, which is a really big pet hate of mine, is stance width. When we're setting up for a long game shot, we get this nice wide athletic posture to allow us to create speed. In chipping, we don't want speed. It's a finesse shot. We want a nice smooth action. So one of the basic things that makes chipping a lot easier is just to go about a club head width apart in your stance. Now there's a couple of reasons why you do this. First one is if we go wide, it's a lot easier to sway, and that obviously can create some low point issues. Secondly, on the same point, the narrower we go, the easier it is to rotate, and that then allows us to preset our weight in a position where we can guarantee that we're still going to hit down on the golf ball and just turn and get really nice strike from there. So after we're on feet chat, we might as well talk about ball position. Some people like to go really back. Some people even talk about being forward. Now, I'm not keen on ever being forward in the stance on a short game shot. We still want to hit down onto this golf ball, so I would recommend never ever going too forward. I would say just on the sternum, so before we get any sort of lean of the body, I would say start with it on your sternum. Then obviously there'll be a slight shift of weight forward, and that will again get our low point a little bit more ahead of the golf ball. Another thing that I see in some bad chipping setups is how far away people are from the golf ball and what that can cause, right? So basically, the further I get away from the golf ball, the more my arc can go round and round. So the lower I can keep the arc to the ground. Now, if I'm keeping the arc really low to the ground, I'm probably not going to get that much of a descending blow on it. So what then tends to happen in the summer, you'll get the bouncy one and then you'll get a thin. In the winter, you'll just end up chunking the ground and the ball will go like 2 feet. So I really like to get quite close to this thing, quite stood up tall. I even get the shaft in a more vertical position. That allows my wrists to go into what we call an ulnar position. And what that really does is helps you deaden the strike. So deaden the ball speed, which allows you to create this nice rhythm within the swing and allows you to commit to the golf shot. It almost allows you to be able to hit the ball a little bit harder, but still get a lower ball speed. So now we've got those fundamental setup characteristics. It's all about the motion, but our fundamentals in setup should give us the ability to move quite differently onto this golf shot now. So where else are you going to get those setups? So we've got the stance width being a club head apart. We're going to go ball in the middle. We're going to stand a little bit closer and raise that shaft up, and from there we're just going to get a little bit of weight forward. Now from here, because you're nice and close to it, the motion should allow you to be very much quite straight back and straight through. That's going to get us a really nice descending blow onto the golf ball, and that's how we create really good strikes every time with a chip shot. So let's give that a go. So we got feet, ball position middle, stand a little bit closer, hands a little bit higher. Then we're just going to feel like we're a little bit straight back, straight through, and that should allow us to nip it really nicely, pretty much like that. You'll see that's come out pretty good. We'll take that every time on the golf course, wouldn't we? So I can hear all the keyboard warriors going, well, what if I need to hit that a little bit higher? Well, we've got that sorted as well. You are going to keep all the fundamentals the same. We're just going to add loft to the club face. Now, at some point, you might need to change the direction. Obviously, as we add loft, it's going to point the club face more to the right for a right-handed golfer. So you might need to aim just a little bit left, but it's just something you need to play about with. So we're going to keep everything exactly the same. We're going to add some loft to the club face. Fundamentals are all exactly the same. And then we can see a little bit more swing length and a lot higher shot and a lot softer bounce. So if you've got a bunker that you need to go over, all you're doing is changing the loft on the club face and adding a lot more speed to the shot. I can hear the keyboard warriors going at it again. What if I need to hit a lower shot? Well, look, the easiest way is you just go and grab a club with lower loft and just do the stock shot. But if you want to use the same club all around the greens, that's absolutely fine. All we do is the opposite to what we do when we need the high one. So instead of having more loft on the ball, we're going to create less loft. So the toe is going to work a little bit inwards. Now again here, you might need to aim to the right for a right-handed golfer to hit that shot. So we're going to go exactly the same setup. I've toed that club in a little bit. I'm going to aim a little bit to the right, and then I'm going to hit that lower, runnier one. You can see how much more run that's got on the shot. So we're going to give you a stock shot around the green. From there, all you're doing is changing one variable to be able to change the height of the shot. Upwards, downwards, do two different things. That is as simple as it gets. Hopefully that will help your chipping in and around the greens. Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next week for some more top tips.